Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a channel where we get to learn new things every day, because I believe that no one is perfect and we need to learn new things every day. So in my last post, I was talking about domestic violence, and I was able to tell you what violence is, what domestic violence is, what are the facts of domestic violence, and what are the causes of domestic violence. So today I want to continue with the other part. Remember, I told you that this is a very deep topic and we could not just rush the topic at once. We needed to go slowly by slowly so that you'll get to understand each and everything. So today I'll be able to help you understand ways of how you can be abused. Maybe you didn't know that there are ways to be abused. I will also help you understand how you can know whether a person is abused. Maybe you have friends, relatives, and you don't know that they are undergoing something because maybe you didn't know the signs. So I will help you understand that one today, and I will help you know what you can do if you undergo violence. So what are the ways of being abused? You can be abused physically, you can be abused psychologically, and you can be abused sexually if you didn't know. So physically, maybe someone will just be pushing you. That you're not supposed to take that one. Maybe someone will just be slapping you, using force to you, maybe if they want something. Physically, maybe they'll just be using objects to hit you. That is violence, and that is how they start. That is how you'll know that this is an eye-opener for me. You don't expect that when someone makes everything worse, maybe by blowing your head or cutting your head using a sharp object, that is when you're supposed to know that there is violence. They start slowly and they start step by step. Today it will be something that is not more harmful. Tomorrow they will increase, the next day they will increase, and they go like that. So, and there's also, you can also be abused psychologically, and there's nothing bad like being abused psychologically. You can imagine someone is not hurting you, they are not using any force to you, but they will torture your mind and your brain until you just be like you have given up. Someone will just be shouting to you. If they want something, they can't just talk to you in a good way, they have to shout to you. They will be treating you like a servant. Imagine, someone will not just give you the respect that you deserve. Someone will be like, they will be using orders to you, and they're not your bosses. Maybe they're just your siblings. As I said, they must not be your intimate people. No, it can just be anyone. Violence does not have borders, and you'll see them complaining all the time about you, that there's nothing they will ever say positive. I mean, all the time they're just, do you know how someone can just torture you psychologically? Like, you'll just sit there and you'll be like, I guess I have a big problem. What do I need to do? Or am I that bad or what? Yeah, something like that. You'll be tortured psychologically until you just give up. And another way that you can also be abused is sexually. In our constitution right now, I don't know, I'm not sure whether they have passed that one, but FGM, female genital mutilation, is not like before. Right now it's even against. You're not supposed to, as a woman, you're not supposed to undergo circumcision. And some of those, there are some tribes, I understand that they still do it to their girls, and maybe the girls don't know that that is not right for them, because how will a woman be circumcised? And we heard that sometimes they used to bleed for days and even end up in dying. Some will get sick. Maybe they'll not use a proper procedure. They will leave you with infections, those STDs, STI diseases. So FGM is also a violence. It's not a right thing. And also rape, even in marriages, if you are forced to have sex, that is violence. And that is how they start. So you find someone forcing you, even in your relationships, maybe boyfriend, girlfriend, they will just be forcing you. If they'll be forcing to kiss you, they'll be forcing to have sex with you. That is violence. And another one, and this one I've seen it in those traffic vehicles. You'll see a guy, I've not experienced a woman, of course. A guy, they'll just be, if they want to pass, they can't excuse themselves. They'll be using maybe their hands to touch as if it's a woman, they'll be touching your breast, they'll be touching your private parts. And some of them, they even remove clothes to just show you their private parts. That is violence. And that is a very weird behavior. Imagine yourself, someone just from nowhere, they'll just be touching you. And some, they even act like they don't even know what they are doing. And they know what they are doing. It's not that they don't know what they are doing. So how can you just, you be raising your hand and you know that there's someone next to you and you'll be touching their private parts? How will you say that you don't know what you are doing? That behavior is very annoying. So those people, if you just meet those people are the ones that you find that they will be raping even people in those small babies in their areas, home areas, or even far distance. Those are the kind of people with such behaviors. Because where do you get the guts of touching people in a traffic vehicle where you know that there's a multitude inside and you have those guts, and tell me that you not do those evil things to people outside? And I've also seen videos of maybe guys, they will be naked in their cars. The whole down part is naked. They will be, if it's a lady, they will even lower their side mirrors or their EQ or your gari. They will shukisha it, and they just want you to see their private parts, and by that they feel happy. I don't even know how they even feel. I don't know, but those are the people who those are the high people who do those rape things. And if I'm asked, I can say that those are the people, because that is a very clear definition of immorality. It's sad. And how can you know that someone is even abused? Maybe you're even with your friends, your relatives, and you start noticing that their behavior is changed. It's not like before. And you didn't know that they are undergoing something. And if you ask them, maybe they don't even know that they are undergoing something, because what they need is help. Someone who can make them understand that they have a very big problem. So one of the things that you can know that someone has undergone violence is maybe their self-esteem. Their self-esteem is low. Maybe before they used to express themselves very well. They were very confident with themselves and they knew what they want. But you come later, you realize that this person is no more confident about themselves anymore. They are just there. And you're like, no, this is not the same person that I knew. There must be something that is bothering them, but they don't know that they have a problem. So that's why I would advise, if you have friends like that, it's always very good to keep talking to your friends. If you notice that there is a change with how things were before, keep talking to your friends. And this is why you'll find that you'll just wake up and hear that someone has died, someone has hung themselves, and you don't know, clearly they didn't have any problem, because no one could even tell if they have any problem. And this is now because of they have been violenced psychologically. They don't know, but that is the thing that is going on with them. And the other thing, you just find people who before didn't used to take drugs. Right now, that is the thing that they can't do without. You find that this is someone who really had a big plan for themselves in the future. They were very organized with how they were doing their own things, but you just find them that they are all over, drinking, smoking, they are into those bad companies, and you are like, no, this cannot be the same person I knew. And if you ask those people, maybe they don't even know. Or if you just ask them, they'll be like, Jesus, me, I'm so stressed up. Niko na stress. But they can't tell you what they're even undergoing. That is violence. And sometimes they can't even, in sexual abuse, some will even be called prostitutes. If you just find those sexual workers, before they used to be sexual workers, and maybe later they come to change, and you find that they will just get addicted to that sex life, and that is not a good example. Let me use an example of someone who was not into those bad relationships, and maybe they were in a relationship but they were abused by their partners. Yeah, this is a perfect explanation. They were in a relationship, but maybe their partners used to abuse them sexually. Maybe they used to force them have sex. Maybe they just didn't have control of themselves in that time. So you come to find them that in future, even if they are not in that same relationship, you'll still find them that they cannot control their sexual life. They are just into men. You can have your friends who you just keep asking yourself, like, I don't know what is always wrong with this girl. Today you'll find out with this one, tomorrow you'll find out with this one. Same case as men. Today you'll find him with this lady, tomorrow the other lady, and you ask yourself, what is always wrong with this guy? Is he not satisfied with one woman? Maybe it's what they underwent before, and they did not get help. They did not get someone to get them out of that situation psychologically. So they are still stuck in that life, and you find them that even in the future they will still be into those sexual they can't stop it. Addiction. Yeah, sexual addiction. It's so sad, very sad. Maybe you thought that they love women or they love men, but I hope by now you know that they might, I don't mean that there must be violence, they might have undergone violence. So if you are a person who had undergone violence, what are you supposed to do? What are the right ways that maybe you can do so that you can get yourself healed out of that situation? So if it's a physical abuse, I would advise that you get a safer place, a place where you know that the person who was abusing you will not reach you. And if maybe you got injuries from the violence, I would advise that you seek help, medical help, not just help, medical help, so that the doctors and the medics will be able to help you get out of that situation, and you'll be healed. And all the parts that you are injured, you'll be able to get healed. And another thing I would advise is you try getting help from the courts of law. As I told you that violence is against the constitution, is against the laws that are supposed to be followed. So if you take a violence case, that is something that someone can be charged against. So please try looking for help from the courts of law. Another thing I would advise is you try seeking help. maybe from a counselor. Maybe you don't understand what maybe counseling means, and just to make you understand is that counseling is a helping process. If you go to meet a counselor will help you from one step to the other, and you will be able to express yourself. The counselor will be able to help you overcome that thing that you went through. They will be able to help you get healed psychologically, and if you are healed psychologically, I believe that that is all you need. Even if you heal physically and you are in your psychological mind, you are still stuck, you'll not be able to move forward. So I would advise you seek counseling to get help. And by help, they will not use any medicine or any injections. No, they'll just be able to talk to you. And maybe you didn't know that talking and opening up your heart can heal 1,000 diseases that you didn't know you have. So seek counseling. Counseling helps a lot. It helps a lot. Don't just see like you'll be wasting your time and your money. No, I would advise you seek counseling, and also find ways of which you can empower yourselves. If it's business, think of a business idea that you can do. Start up something just to get yourself out of that situation of, maybe in case you are a woman and maybe you are abused by your man because he was providing everything. Get yourself something that you can do just to empower yourself. Empowering yourself is all you will need, and I promise you that you will be able to overcome everything about violence. The reason as to why I just decided to talk about violence is because, and I stand to be corrected, I've not seen many people just creating awareness of what violence is. I only see cases of which people have been violenced. You'll just see cases of today someone was burnt, tomorrow you'll find someone that was, maybe they were injured by their partners, maybe using sharp objects. But I've not had someone creating awareness to people so that they will be able to know what is happening is not rightfully thing that is supposed to be happening to them. So that is why I decided to talk about this topic. So, and I hope that I've helped someone. I hope that you got to learn something, and I hope that you got to learn something that maybe you can empower your friends, your parents, your partners, and everyone, because this is information that everyone needs. And if you are there and you have something that maybe you want me to talk about, please leave a comment down below, and I'll be able to read all your comments. By the way, I always read all the comments, so leave it down. I'll be able to talk about it. Maybe you need help and you don't just know who can help you. Just leave a comment below. I will be able to reach you out, and if it's something that I can talk and everyone will be able to learn something, I will be able to do it. So thank you guys for walking through with me this whole domestic violence topic. And out of the domestic violence, thank you guys for supporting me. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for always subscribing and liking, and for those who always comment, thank you. So if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. It's down here. Subscribe now, please. I'm waiting. Click. Thank you. Welcome to the family. So today I'll be doing a shout out. This girl has been sharing my videos and she has been watching my videos and commenting to all my videos. Thank you so much. And it goes to Faith Washuka. Thank you, girl, for supporting me. And if you want to get a post notification shout out next time, just share my video and tag me. You can either share it in your Facebook, you can share it in your WhatsApp, you can share it in your Instagram, you can share it everywhere. And just make sure that you tag me, and I'll be able to see your tag. And leave alone the shout out, because that one does not matter as such, but you are supporting me and I appreciate so much. So thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope that I'll see you in my next video. So I love you guys. Mwah! Love. Peace.